So Bitcoin and various cryptocurrencies are the culmination of a whole bunch of work that has been done over the last 20 or 30 years.
There's cryptocurrency, which is basically just kind of like a digital way of exchange. Um, and it's decentralized.
I heard about Bitcoin, but I really knew about what it was when I heard maybe Ethereum and XRP. I was like, there's a whole collection of these.
Cryptocurrency is a solution to the 2007 recession caused by the banking crisis and the inflation of the currency that resulted, the bailouts, all of that kind of nonsense. It was all of that that caused Satoshi Nakamoto to look for a solution to take the power of money away from governments and to restore it to the masses.
The person attributed with kind of putting all these ideas together and coming up with Bitcoin used a pseudonym, Satoshi Nakamoto. And when he started writing about what he wanted to do, that was what really brought it on.
There's so many different laws and regulations that kind of hold you back from really actually using the markets.
The government would say everything is taxable, no matter what. Like if you tell the government you're making money, doesn't matter how you're making it, you're gonna get taxed. So you have an opportunity to ignore the government.
Banks are kind of controlling what's going through, what's not going through, who owes what, who doesn't. They control this, system. And obviously we see the issues with that, when there's so much centralization that corruption can occur. With decentralization, cryptocurrency, there's not much room for corruption.
All cryptocurrencies, or I'll say the ones in the beginning, were built on something called a blockchain, which is this secure system that double checks every single thing that goes on. And that's what allows me to verify that, somebody sent me money and I did indeed receive it and I now own that money.
The blockchain is kind of like this large database, stored on many different computers. So it's not, like I said, it's not one centralized database, it's multiple people. So whoever participates in the blockchain is basically like the blockchain is on your computer or on your phone, which is really, really cool. Every transaction that is made is considered a block. And in order for that transaction to get confirmed, it needs to connect with the previous transaction. So that's basically a chain. That's where blockchain comes in.
Bitcoin itself, since its inception, has been the fastest growing asset in history. Keep in mind that when Bitcoin came out, it was worth less than a cent. And now Bitcoin's trading at around $40,000 per Bitcoin today.
We're here at the Lucky Noodle, which is one of the many places in Canada accept cryptocurrency. So if I wanted to, I could use Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash to pay for this drink I'm having, for my meal.
We started, I want to say 2 years ago. We had some of the crypto people around the area coming in here. They started coming in every Fridays, just having a crypto meetup, and asked if they could start paying in crypto. And my boss, Malaise, said, oh, you know what, that's fine, I'll start accepting crypto. So we use an app called AnyPay, and that's how we transfer crypto from one person's wallet directly to my boss's account. So there's a third-party app for that one, and some wallets don't interact properly with it.
A wallet is basically a way for most consumers on the blockchain to kind of use the blockchain. So buy stuff on the blockchain, trade on the blockchain, whatever it may be.
I'll have my tablet, it'll pull up a barcode on the app, and then the person who's paying will use their phone, scan said barcode like that, and it'll get deposited to the AnyPay app, and then from there, the AnyPay app will send it directly to Malaise, my boss's Edge wallet. So it's a pretty streamlined service, works really, really well.
We value people giving us cryptocurrency over people giving us dollars. The dollars I receive today in the store, those are going to be worth less tomorrow. That's just built into the system. If I receive cryptocurrency, it's going to have its ups and downs, but over the long term, it's likely going to appreciate the same way it's appreciated in the last 13 years. Not lose 98% of its value like the dollar has.
sometimes it's worth it to take the risk. But in general, just buy Bitcoin. I think it's called dollar cost averaging when you do it regularly. Just hold on to it and see what happens, because it seems pretty likely at this point that the U.S. dollar is going to lose its place as the world reserve currency. In which case, some non-state controlled currency, something along the lines of Bitcoin, is probably going to be the front runner to being the world reserve currency.